All right, welcome back to Born Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are super excited to get into another Coke Studio reaction. But before we do, we got a little brag to take care of real quick.
Humble brag. Actually, absolutely super excited. Long time coming. As you guys know that you've been following the channel, many of you have already helped us get here. We recently, it's been a while now, but crossed that first threshold, 100,000 subscribers. And yes, we got our plaque. Super excited about it, guys. Thank you again for tuning in and just subscribing, watching the videos, showing us love, keeping us going through the lean times. Nick?
Just very, very appreciative. It definitely is a milestone. I mean, it's kind of cool that YouTube does this where they send you that free of charge. You just fill out a form and they send it your way. It's really, really cool, and it's kind of something you can hang your hat on. But like I was telling him earlier, it's on to the next thing. But we are very appreciative for everyone that subscribed and helped us get there. It is really, really cool. It was definitely our first main goal for this channel. Didn't really think it was going to happen, especially a few years ago. So it's really cool.
I'll tell you the wildest thing. I think the two wildest things that happened to me is we were at that cricket game in Texas, me and Savannah, and we went to go see the who was playing? It was the Major League Cricket inaugural.
Was it the Orcas?
Yeah, it was the Orcas and
Mumbai, New York.
And Mumbai, New York. And somebody recognized me. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
That is crazy.
And then the one time we went to the theater to review that Indian film, and somebody recognized us as well.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? But I was like, oh wow, like somebody locally here in Vegas, and then somebody as far as Texas. You know what I'm saying? I guess 100,000 people. Yes, somebody's gonna recognize you. You know what I mean? I was like, like that Henry Cavill thing where he's walking down, and this was an experiment he did to prove to people that anything can be a disguise, just glasses. So he is Superman, and everybody was saying, oh, the Superman glasses is such a dumb disguise. He was standing on, I think it was in New York City, like Times Square or whatever, and he was like talking about the Superman movie, and people didn't notice it was Henry Cavill himself.
Absolutely.
Have you seen that?
No,
it's hilarious.
I believe it because especially in this country, everyone is so self-involved. I think the only time people recognize celebrities is when someone says, hey, yo, Henry Cavill's over there, or there's a big crowd. Like, I can totally believe it. I remember the one time we saw Jessica Simpson. Not that she's a huge star, but she definitely was like 10 years ago or so.
Sure.
And we just saw her at the airport here, and someone had to point out, because when I saw her, I'm like, no, she looks too short.
Yeah.
Like, you forget they're just regular people. She's like 5'1", 5'2".
Right.
She looked like a regular person, but she had Jessica Simpson's face, right?
Right.
And so it was kind of cool. Like, I don't really get starstruck, but yes, I could for myself, I probably walked by like 10 or 12 super famous people and had no idea. But we're going to get back to Coke Studio, so thank you so much for helping us achieve that. It's going to be sitting there forever, which we appreciate. We're a little behind on these songs, so we're going to try to catch up the best we can. We're looking at a song called 2 a.m., and it has Shah and Zeeshan Ali. I don't recognize those names, so I'm excited to hear them and see them. But 2 a.m. not only does it make me think of Matchbox 20's 3 a.m., but it kind of, for some reason, gives me like more of like a melodramatic vibe, which is not a bad thing. So I'm excited to hear this.
That is so interesting, because the minute I saw the title of the song, 2 a.m., I was like, uh-oh, this is a risky song. Because at least in pop culture, in American pop culture, there's the old adage, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Get home, it could be 1:30. But if you're out and it's like 2 a.m., it's like, forget about it. It's like the clock striking midnight and Cinderella's pumpkin, carriage turned into a pumpkin. And I always, not that I stay out till 2 a.m. these days, but when I was younger, I would live by that, bro. We'd be at the club, whatever else. Oh, 1:30, gotta go. Like, what's the difference between 1 and 2? But usually nothing good happens after 2 a.m. So that's the first thing, when I saw the title of the song 2 a.m., like, oh, we're about to hear some dirt.
See, I think someone's just up late, heartbroken, and they're just like nothing good happens. No really great, wise thoughts happen after 2 a.m.
No!
So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
The witching hour?
Absolutely. The witching hour. We're going to definitely check this out. If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
And we did react to the first one.
We did.
So awesome. Check this out. And we are going to react to the Magical Journey, so stick around for that. Here we go.
Coke Studio, Season 15.
Or it'll be its own video. Subtitles are on.
ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ ਹਾਏ ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਸੱਚੀਆਂ ਮੁਹੱਬਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਡਾਇਰੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਮੁਜੱਸਮੇ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਖੜੇ ਕਰੋ ਲੈਲਾ ਮਜਨੂ ਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ 'ਚ ਸੱਚੇ ਆਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਇਰੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਰੂਹਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਲੋ ਜਿਸਮਤ ਪਰੇ ਸੀਰਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਲੋ ਯਾਰਾ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਉਹ دیਵਾਨੇ ਬੁੱਝ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹ ਪਰਵਾਨੇ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਚਾਈਲਡਸ ਪੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਇੱਕ ਜੋਕ ਜ਼ਹਿਨ 'ਚ ਰੱਖਾਂ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਏ ਬਸ ਗਿਵ ਐਂਡ ਟੇਕ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੌਦੇਬਾਜ਼ੀ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਕਲਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਪਰ ਦਿਲ ਸਾਰੇ ਫੇਕ ਆਦਤ ਪੈ ਗਈ ਪੈਸੇ ਖਾਣ ਦੀ ਟਕੇ ਦੀ ਨਾ ਰਹੀ ਕੀਮਤ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ ਯਕੀਨ ਕਰਾਂ ਘੁੰਮਦਾ ਸ਼ੈਤਾਨ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਖਲ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਦੀ ਸਟਾਰ ਸ਼ਾਹ How did you know? How did you know? ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ ਹਾਏ ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ
Great shots from the outside of the city looking into different rooms. I love his voice too.
ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਯਾਰੋ ਸੱਚੀ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਯਾਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਆਖਰ ਉਲਫਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਨਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਆਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੀ ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਇਹ ਜਹਾਨ ਸੀ ਬੜਾ ਆਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਸੀ ਬੜਾ ਆਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਸੀ ਝੂਠੇ ਲੋਕ ਝੂਠੇ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਗੇ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਵਾਦੇ ਕਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਬੇਕਦਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਲਾ ਬੈਠੇ ਤਾਈਓ ਅੱਜ ਉਹ ਸਤਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਮਿਆ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਮਿੱਟੀ 'ਚ ਮਿਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਦੱਸ ਕੀ ਦੁਨੀਆਦਾਰੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਯਾਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਚਾਹਤ ਵਾਲੇ ਮਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਚਾਹਤ ਐਸੀ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਯਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਸਦਕੇ ਯਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਾਇਮ ਦਾਇਮ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਖੁਮਾਰੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਯਾਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਯਾਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਆਖਰ ਉਲਫਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਏ ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ ਹਾਏ ਧੋਖਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਹਾਸੇ
All right, what do you think?
Interesting. You know, I've never me personally, and I don't know it's because I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I'm one of those people where the music takes me there. And to me, it was a good song, it was produced well or whatever, but because of the content and the topic, it was kind of a downer. I know people that love to listen to those songs that are kind of like downers or whatever, and like oh man, there's so many different ones where, you know, yeah, guys talking about breakups and heartbreaks and R&Bs or whatever. And my wife loves listening to those. I don't like listening to those things. I don't like, you know, focusing on those negative things. Not to your point, I think it was more, I was thinking about nothing good happens after 2 a.m. or whatever. You were talking about somebody more heartbreaking, but he's not just heartbroken about a specific woman. It's just people in general, the world in general, you know, how they're fake people. And that's true. But when you focus too much on that, then sometimes, like, it almost, you become sad. And I know some people enjoy listening to music makes you sad, but that was a song that kind of made me sad. So personally, it won't be on my rotation. Like, oh, that's something I gotta listen to. I'm more, you know me, I'm a beat. I love the energy or whatever. And even with the ballads, like, I love the love ballads, but when it's a topic like this or just something that's sad, like, it got to me emotionally. I felt it. Now I'm like, then I start thinking about the people who have betrayed me, and you know, the relationships I have had in the past that fell apart or whatever. And I guess that's what it's meant to do, but I never enjoyed something that remind me of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but see, I have a different take, and I've listened to a lot of Coke Studio songs, and a lot of them are deep like this. A lot of the songs deal with worldly, but not like, you know, kind of deeper messages that aren't just, you know, things that are on the facade and whatnot. And I really like this song because, first of all, I like both singers. I really like the first singer, but then the second singer, I think that was Zeeshan Ali, I'm not sure. He really had an amazing voice. Like, his voice blew me away from the first note. So I don't think I've seen him in something before, but I was really, really a huge fan of how he was able just to take the notes where they were going.
Right.
It was fantastic. I do like all different types of songs, whether it's sad or happy or peppy or whatever. But this song reminded me a lot of like scripture. It really did, where you have the prophets of whatever age you want to talk about pleading with the people like, hey, get away from the world and focus on, you know, they're talking about God. Right. These guys are talking about more about love and about the simple things, but it's all kind of, it reminded me of a scripture type story where we're all wrapped up in all these different things, where we're forgetting what's important. People are being fake. People are being greedy. They're downtrodden all the people who are trying to make life what it is. When he said life is less worth of a penny, that was a powerful message right there. That really struck with me. And it, again, it reminded me like of me reading the scriptures, no matter what type of scriptures you're talking about.
Right.
And that's what I really, really enjoyed about it.
And I mean, yeah, you're right.
I loved the setting. Like, it was 2 a.m. out there in the streets. That was really cool.
It had that deep message. And I guess sometimes when you get too deep with it, me personally, like you know what keeps it? Everywhere is the sea. And I was gonna try to say it, but he was like, everywhere is the sea. And I'm like, who has not been deceived by a friend, by a lover, by a boss, by, you know, people that are supposed to be there to support you? You know what I mean? And when that happens, like, it's such a wound that sometimes for some people that'll never heal. And like, I was literally, as I'm listening to that, like, oh yeah, you know, I lost this friend with that, and this relationship went bad with that, and things that happened a decade ago or 2 decades ago.
Very reflective.
You know what I mean? And I just like, I hate thinking about those things. I'm one of those people, if it's not present, I didn't think about it. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? But it was it's funny, usually you like the second guy. I like the first one, everywhere is the sea.
No, he was great, but when the second guy came in, he just blew me away.
Can I tell you something funny? As you say the song, I didn't realize at the end of every sentence he had put, like, when he starts to, not rapping, but singing a little faster, he was actually using the English word. I was like, wait, do I understand? I was like, is it...
Gift of tongues?
Do I understand? He's Pakistani, so I was like, wait.
I'm assuming it's Hindi because there was no other translation.
Yeah, so I was like, wait, do I understand Hindi? And I was like, oh no, he's singing the whole thing, and then the last word he used it in English. I was like, man, yes, I thought I had picked up another language, man. Rosetta Stone, bro.
I mean, it could have been Urdu, but I'm assuming it was Hindi because typically if it's even Urdu, which is it's spoken in a lot of different places of Pakistan, from what Ozjot has taught me at least. Not everyone speaks that too. So I'm assuming it's Hindi. Let us know if we're wrong. But, you know, we had different opinions about it, but it was still a great song. We both enjoyed it.
For sure.
Let us know what your thoughts are on this. It's kind of funny, 2 a.m. This is the second song released in the season. Let us know what your thoughts are. Stick around later on to whenever you're watching this. It's probably already posted. We're going to post our Magical Journey reaction. These magical dream reactions or these videos are a little longer, so we're going to strap in and enjoy it. And you're going to be able to see the whole behind the scenes, which kind of makes it a lot more. By the end of it, we're going to know what singer, what their name is, all different things.
Right.
It's really, really cool to get that behind the scenes. So come back and check that out here on the channel. If you like this, please don't forget to
Like and subscribe.
And until next time.
We know all things.